Ladies and gentlemen, this may be the most serious podcast episode I ever make. I'm just kidding. We are going to talk about some bullshit today, and I don't even have a song to welcome you all, which sucks because that's how you know it's going to be a good episode, when I don't have a song, when I don't start singing, and then I don't know the words at all. I don't even remotely know any of these words. I could sing. We're going to talk about K-pop Demon Hunters, which is a movie I just watched. I went to my cousin's Sweet 16 last weekend, and, as a 16-year-old she really likes Korean food and Korean culture, I guess. I mean, that means she likes Koreans, I guess, but I don't know if she talks to Koreans on a daily basis. I would guess no. But she said her favorite movie was K-pop Demon Hunter, and she was trying to get people to watch it with her after the Sweet 16. And I was like, yeah, as long as you guys drive me to the train after I watch this movie, whatever. So I just went to their house and I watched K-pop Demon Hunters, which is the most watched original Netflix movie in history, I think, or something. I was like, I never heard of this movie. I saw it. It was a fine movie. It's an animated movie. It's about K-pop people who hunt demons. That's what it is. It's a story of secrets, or I don't know. It's a classic tropey movie, right? But it's fine. And then I looked on the Billboard Hot 100, and there's like all of the songs in the movie are in the top 10. The number one song in America is from this movie right now. Number one song in the Billboard Hot 100, which is fucking hard as shit. I was like, what the heck? I've been living under a rock. So, I mean, I didn't realize, I've never seen that before, where a movie comes out and one of the songs is the number one song in the world, and even in the top 10, all the songs. I mean, K-pop fans are crazy. Dude, if people spend as much time as they did listening to K-pop and being like crazy K-pop fans is just doing anything, just gardening, we'd live in like the most lush place on earth. We truly live in a jungle of riches. But plants are not as fun as some guy named Jungkook. Is that a K-pop guy? I think it is. Is that like a guy in BTS or something? I don't know, bro. There's so many K-pop groups too. I started looking. I looked at like I just want to see. I looked at a list of like the top 100 K-pop bands. And there's like so many of them, and I think like obviously people in South Korea listen to them, but I think like so many Americans are listening, and it's kind of interesting. That's not really. I only will listen to K-pop if it's like on the radio or like on. It's a good song. I'm not gonna listen to like a K-pop person's album, or when I go to Korean barbecue, they'll play K-pop sometimes, and I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, this makes you want to eat meat. Not like that. Or maybe like that for some people. So, yeah, this movie was a cultural phenomenon, we'll say. And I went and watched with my cousin. She said it was her favorite movie. She's seen it a couple of times. My aunt said she couldn't even watch it. And I was like, okay. My uncle was like, yeah, it's fine. And I watched it and I was like, yeah, it's good. There's a good rating. I think I rated it like a 4 out of 5 stars in my Letterboxd. Because I'm rating it for what it is. It's a kid's movie about K-pop demon hunters. And it's a good movie for what it is. You know what I mean? I didn't go in expecting The Godfather. I didn't go in expecting a magical experience. I went in and the songs are good. It's better than like, fucking a Disney movie where... the songs are good, but they're like Broadway songs. You know what I mean? They're like, I don't know. They're just too like meaningful, but in not a catchy way. You know what I mean? These songs are like pop, 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 pop. Like we're just trying to make a song for the radio. And they were good. I mean, they're good songs. I don't even like literally all of the songs I'm thinking of right now are good from the movie, and I may or may not have listened to them afterwards. I may or may not have been playing them on repeat for the last 48 hours. I may not have memorized the dance. So fuck, I may or may not have done that. Oh my god. Yeah. So recommend a movie, guys. Every week I'll recommend a movie to you, even though I'm not going to do it ever again, and I've never done it once. K-pop Demon Hunters. I don't watch as many movies as I used to. I used to watch movies all the time. Like, I feel like once a week I would watch a new movie. Now, I check my Letterboxd. The last movie I watched before this was Anora, I think, and it was like 2 months ago. It was a while. So, I'm not keeping up with new releases, which is fine. I guess I don't really have... I don't know where all my time went, but it feels like I don't have time to do these things. But what can you do, guys? What can you do? There's more important things in life, like whatever the hell I'm about to talk about next. Oh All right, yeah, I guess, guys, the problem, last week I made an episode on Tuesday, and the problem with that is that a lot of things happened on Wednesday. In fact, all of the possible news that could have possibly happened immediately the next day, and so I am behind the train, which is fine. I don't really want to talk about this, but I will talk about it. We'll get right into the nitty-gritty here. I told you this was going to be a serious episode. Now, we'll talk about Charlie Kirk being killed. I was at an open mic when the news broke that he had died. And I don't know why I'm saying this, like people recount their 9/11 story. Like, I was at Taco Bell. I dropped my taco on the floor. Oh, no, I was at an open, and people were just kept talking about it in such graphic detail. And I am lightheaded. I get lightheaded when I get injections or when I get my blood drawn with some bloody stuff. And I was getting like kind of lightheaded. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to have to go on stage. I was like trying to ground myself. I was like, all right, fucking calm down. So I was like a little woozy. But I was in shock when it happened. I was truly in shock, and a lot of stuff has come out since then. Obviously they're trying to find the motive for what happened. They were trying to find who did it for a while. This whole thing about this fucking dude who they think is the one who did it. Well, I'm pretty sure he did it. Is he gay? Is he liberal? Does he have a trans roommate? All this fucking bullshit. It's just so exhausting. Oh, he knew a trans guy. He said hi to a trans guy once. We found his Discord messages. He belonged to Trans United group. His above neighbor was trans. They were in a gay relationship, but actually he wasn't. Actually, they just played Pokemon cards on the weekends, but he loved them. It was like, it's just so exhausting, whatever this stupid shit is. I can't even deal with it. I can't. Truly, this whole thing is making me take a step back and just be like, this is fucking stupid. Whatever, the arguments online about someone dies, we have to make the person who did it our enemy. We have to pigeonhole them into being, they can't be one of us because we're cool, so they have to be someone else. It's so annoying. And just this like sanctification, we'll call it, of this man, of Charlie Kirk, who, I'll be honest, I thought he was very entertaining in a way that like someone who just says the most ridiculous stuff and goes around being bombastic about it is highly entertaining. I've seen his stuff. I mean, we've all seen his stuff a bunch of times, and I always just laugh because I'm like, this is so ridiculous that it's funny. It becomes funny how ridiculous it is. And so I saw no reason to kill him. Whoever killed him, I think, is that guy. We'll say that guy. I don't even know his name. Tyler something. I think is extremely short-sighted, and I think it's going to get worse before it gets better, and I think there's maybe some sort of civil conflict that arises, not because of this directly, but just because of the way we're headed in this country. But just like, out of all people, you're going to kill him, bro? This man, he doesn't have any real power. Like, he's a media guy, sure. But he's just a fucking stupid guy. He's just or not stupid, he's obviously a very smart guy. He's just purposely being ridiculous. He says ridiculous stuff. In the aftermath of his death, there's the most ridiculous videos of him saying, whatever he said. I don't even want to repeat it. And then everyone's like, he never said that kind of stuff. He was a champion of free speech. It's like, bro, guys, can you give it a rest? The receipts are here. We all see this. Oh, you took it out of context. Yeah, okay, if I say, I don't want to say things because you're going to take them out of context, but if I just say, like, blacks deserve to die, and before that I just said, oh, well, white people are blah, blah, blah. The context doesn't really change. You still said what you said. So it's just, it's just so annoying and so ridiculous what's happening. And anyone who has a brain can see this and be like, this is ridiculous. You don't have to get involved in the, people saying he deserved to die, whatever. I understand if you think that's your opinion. Sure, I get it. I disagree with you. I don't think he deserved to die. In fact, I think he played a necessary role in the ecosystem, in the media ecosystem. He was like that little parasite. He was like a mosquito that you're just like, it's important that mosquitoes are there, but you're like, fuck, I want to kill that mosquito. And when the mosquitoes all die and then the whole world collapses, you're like, shit, I shouldn't have killed that mosquito. So, the video is horrifying to watch. And so I'm sure there's some like secret plot beyond this. Like, I don't think this was I personally would believe that this was something set in motion to cause further dominoes to fall and to cause some sort of conflict to happen. People are saying it could be Israel. I don't know. Guys, I can't, like, Twitter is a cesspool. I can't even go on there to look at this. This is ridiculous. So, I don't think he deserved to die. It was a very, like I said, out of all the people you're going to kill, he's not someone you should kill. If you're going to assassinate someone and make it matter, you should be assassinating someone that has power, not someone who everyone is going to get angry about and then make it worse. I just think the kid was very short-sighted, extremely stupid, and he may end up causing a lot of people a lot of hardships in the future. But yeah, that's my stance on it. And so, when people are arguing about this anymore, I don't. If another person dies or someone else gets shot, how is your life, bro? How do you fucking go online after someone dies and you're just like, we need to like figure out who did this and make sure it's not one of us. We need to like say whatever we can to put the blame on the other side. It's just so petty, so like, it's annoying, number one, but it's just like so like immature. I'll call it. It's just immature. It's just ridiculous. Like, what do we come to, squabbling over stupidity? I can't even just speak about this. I can't even fucking enunciate my words properly. I don't know. It's just stupid. So, your opinions are your opinions. Anyway, if you guys are watching this and you think this man was some, saintly martyr, the guy was just a fucking asshole. Truly just a fucking asshole. But assholes don't deserve to die. Assholes do not deserve to die. And, it's just ridiculous. It's just, I don't even want to get involved. It's like, we should all be taking a step back from politics, from the nitty gritty. There's no reason for us to be this involved in the political world. Like this involved. You can be involved in like 10 years ago involvement, something way different than today involved. Than these fucking these Discord groups with people going fucking crazy. It's a lot. It's a lot, and I think a lot of us want to return to being regular people again, and that's not happening, guys. I think we're headed towards some sort of like, I don't know. I think we all have to kind of understand that we're not the enemy of each other, us regular people. The enemy is these like elites. We'll say Donald Trump, and we'll also say Kamala Harris. They're both our enemies. And, until we kind of realize that, which I don't think we're at all yet. I don't think we're remotely close to that. We can't resolve. There's no resolution. So it's kind of just headed downhill, folks. And there's people saying the left this is more discourse. The left are the ones being violent and not the right. I think it's pretty even, guys. I'm not going to lie. I don't think, this is more just blaming each side. It's more of the tired stuff, so I'm not going to talk about it. But I will say the left is worse at, I'll say suppressing free speech. I think I'll say that. I think they'll, but I'm not saying you're right. Guys, I'm so bad at speaking that things are going to be taken out of context. Damn, I wish I could speak English. Fuck, I wish I could speak English. I think the left is more intolerant of like the super. There's a lot of super people. The right, like there's conservative Christians and blah, blah, blah. And that's like because of their belief they're intolerant, because of their religious thing. They're intolerant because like a book tells them to be. But I think there's some intolerance on the left against like being hateful. I think you should be allowed to be hateful. That's what I'm trying to say. You should be allowed to be hateful. It's not against someone's... You're not like attacking someone if you're hating them. I'm just saying hating on people, making fun of people as a comedian, it should be allowed. It is allowed. I'm not saying comedy isn't allowed anymore, but like there's some people who get really pissed off when you make any kind of joke. And it's a very small minority, but I think it only grows. And it's kind of annoying. These guys, I don't like that you think that way. I don't like that you fucking don't think I can make fun of people. It's like I'll make fun of someone in a video, and some comments are like, "You don't understand the life they've had to live." Guys, I don't fucking care. You don't understand. They may have some disorder that makes them unable to. But okay, guys, I don't understand. You're right, but also, who cares? I can't. Before I make fun of someone, I can't go through every possible outcome of what they could be dealing with in their life. That's not how anything works. That's not how anything ever will work. Hopefully, and not how anything has ever worked. That you're taking it too far. So should we be tolerant of everyone? Of course, but I should be able to make fun of you lightheartedly. without someone like crying in the streets and calling me like a fucking monster. When I made fun of fucking Laotian food one time, a long time ago, 2 years ago in a video, and people were like, you are the fucking... Bro, I'm just making fun of food that looks bad. What the fuck? What the hell's this? My God, guys. Can we grow up? Can we get mature? So, you know, I think there's some hypocrisy on both sides. Everyone's a hypocrite. And it's just annoying. It's just fucking annoying. And guys, it's not worth losing your scholarship or getting fired from your job for saying stupid stuff about Charlie Kirk. Imagine losing your job because you said some stupid shit about that man who you obviously don't care about in the first place. Why would you risk your livelihood because of that? What are you, stupid? Some people are just fucking stupid. If that's one of you guys, I'm sorry you're stupid. Maybe be smarter. Be smarter for all of us, please. It's just stupidity. It's just... Whatever, guys. I don't fucking care. Yeah. I also got this cut on my finger. I'm dealing with my own injuries, guys. I'm dealing with... I cut my knife out to cook some lunch today. I made a quesadilla, which was pretty good. I'm not trying to brag. I made a quesadilla. And like I don't even know what happened. I like grabbed it and then like it fell on my finger and I just sharpened it. It was so sharp. It just like cut a chunk. It's like cut a slice and it was bleeding pretty good. So I got to clean it out once I get this Band-Aid off. But that's the worst. You cut your finger and then you have to cook a whole meal directly after. My grandpa did that once when he was, it was like maybe 15 years ago. He like cut the tip of his finger off with a knife. I don't actually remember seeing what that looked like. He's got some interesting, I think he slowly started developing. I think he was like blind. What did he get blind from? Like slightly blind in one of his eyes? He just kept getting all these ailments. That's all I remember when I was just like weird ailments. Like, oh, grandpa sliced one of his toes off again. You're like, oh, okay. But now he has passed, so rest in peace. All right, I have more political stuff, but we'll be quick about it. This is more fun. This one's fun, guys, I guarantee. Fox News host says that homeless people should be killed. Says we should involuntarily inject them with lethal something. I don't even know what he was saying. It's the most ridiculous thing. It's just fucking funny, guys. It's just funny. That's why the hypocrisy is so ridiculous. Like, that is what a lot of people believe. They see a homeless guy, like, yeah, that guy should die. He's not serving any purpose. He should die. And they pretend they're so, like, righteous about it. Like, oh, we're the party of values. Yeah, you want to kill people, bro. They shouldn't die. I mean, we should do something with them. We should fucking, figure something out. I don't want them to be in the street attacking people and pushing people on trains. That's not good. But, involuntarily, he even say voluntarily have them be able to kill themselves. Maybe that would work, honestly. Just, hey, you want to die today? And they're like, yeah. And then you kill them. But it's like go around and killing homeless people. It's ridiculous. If you were a serial killer, that'd be a great target. But I feel like serial killers don't even like killing homeless people. It's just too easy. It's like, what's the fun in that? Serial killers kill people because it's fun and it's like a challenge. Or so I think. I don't actually know. If you guys hear about the Lower East Side Strangler, it's not me. Just killing homeless people is like, yeah, he's sleeping on the street. I could kill him in 2 seconds. That's no fun. I mean, you can kill anyone in 2 seconds if you really wanted to. If I walked down the street with a knife, I can just kill someone, right? You got to remember that. The lady on the bus, we'll talk about right after this. The Ukrainian immigrant on the bus who gets killed, a horrible thing. Proof you can kill someone in 2 seconds if you really wanted to. Your life is over, but you can kill someone. So yeah, the homeless people, no. Do they deserve to die? No. Is that a hot take? I don't think it is. But this is... And of course he's apologizing. Yeah, bro. What does the apology mean? We all know you think that, you fucking idiot. We all know you think that. Your apology means nothing. It's an empty apology. We all know you think that. We know probably a lot of people think that poor people should just be killed. Poor people should just be... This is a lot of like... We'll go back to Charlie Kirk here, but... just like... He's a lot of stuff about like how... black people need to get into schools via affirmative action and they're taking spots from more qualified people, which I've talked about before as like kind of being, it's a ridiculous thing to say, just because we can't just admit everyone to anything based on like this arbitrary academic metric that doesn't even exist really. If you want to admit people to college based on their SAT score, then it's just going to be a college of 1,000 like Asian kids, basically. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not fun. No one wants that to be your college. The most Well, college is not just about the smartest people. It's about having like a nice a blend of cultures and stuff. It's more of like a cultural and educational experience. What was I saying? Oh, like his rhetoric on that is weird. But also just like, I feel like a lot of people's complaint is like, I want poor people to stop acting poor. Like when you see like even poor white people, like trailer park people or poor black people, like in the ghetto or whatever, gang violence stuff. It's like, yeah, ideally they wouldn't be in gangs, but also it's like part of that lifestyle is because you're poor. Like, yeah, I'm sure they'd rather be on a yacht somewhere. Kind of they're stuck like this. They can get you can get out, but like it's a hard thing for just everyone just be like, all right, we're gonna stop being in gangs. But there's no money, bro. You're fucking poor. We're gonna stop having sex with our sister in a trailer park. No, they have no money, guys. So it's like you're just yelling at people to get more money and stop being poor. Okay, cool. That's not good. That doesn't make any sense. Whatever, bro. Whatever. So yeah, homeless people, as I just said, deserve to be killed. That is my message. I was actually lying. That was me that said that on Fox News. I am a frequent Fox News contributor. I go on there and I say ridiculous things, and they all agree with me. And I go, thank God. But yeah, homeless people, honestly, homeless people should just be in jail, but like a good kind of jail. You know what I mean? Like fun jail. Just make, this seems like some sort of other Fox News talking about fun jail. Guys, what if we make a fun jail for them? I don't know. It's not, the problem doesn't get fixed, bro. The problem is, the problem in New York City is that we don't even have enough housing for people who are not homeless, for people who are working. And that, well, fortunately or unfortunately, however you want to look at it, that is the priority over homeless people. You want to house the people who make the city function. So, until that happens, if we build a homeless shelter, we're going to be like, hey, that could be a housing for me and my family. Affordable housing. There's no winning. The city is too big. There's no winning. That's why in China and places they can build a city and it's so beautiful because they built it from the ground up. They made this amazing technologically advanced city. Here, bro, we got too many people, bro. We can't do shit. Everyone needs to leave and come back in a year, and the city would be like, it probably wouldn't even be nothing would be fixed. It'd just be like, it's impossible to fix it. But New York City at some point it's going to be like a decrepit city. We have plenty of other cities that are way more advanced. Here, like, our train was built 300 years ago. Well, that's if we survive until then, guys, if we don't blow up. All right, we'll skip to the DaBaby music video. I don't know if you guys... this is about the... Sorry, I said DaBaby music video like I mentioned it before. This is about the lady on the bus that got stabbed and killed. Rest in peace. Horrible thing. DaBaby the rapper. What does he say? What the fuck is his catchphrase? He has some catchphrase. I needed some shit with some bop in it. His baby blank, maybe? Not Lil Baby, DaBaby, who I haven't heard a new song from in fucking years. I don't know what's up with that guy. He made a music video where he stops the guy from stabbing the Ukrainian woman on the train. The video's about, it's called like Save You or Save Me or something. And it's just him. I watched it. It's just him. The guy's about to stab her and he grabs the knife. Grabs the shank. It was like a shank. And then they just walk off the bus together and she's saved. And then at the end, he has a link to her GoFundMe, which, that's pretty cool. That's honestly, it's a good thing. I'm not going to say I would say it's a weird but interesting music video. I can't hate on someone who's trying to, drive the focus towards this horrible thing that happened. But it's very odd, and I don't know. It seems like kind of the type of video that Kanye would make. That's what it felt like to me. This weird kind of video where you'd be like, is Kanye a nice guy? And then the next day he would say something crazy. You're like, oh, okay, I don't know about that. It was very odd. So you should all watch it. I don't even know. I forgot. I don't really think I was listening to the song. I was just like, let me see the part where he does this thing. And I don't know what to say, but it's interesting. It's interesting and it's art. Sure, it's an artistic video. And I hope it does not become a trend of rappers saving the day in horrible situations. We have a rapper saving 9/11, saving people on the 9/11 planes, stopping the hijackers. I don't know. That could be a thing. Maybe some like Saudi Arabian rappers will do that. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe their version will be the plane that landed in the field and didn't hit the Capitol building. They'll actually make that. They'll reroute that. That's their like saving a horrible thing. Fuck. Too bad that plane didn't hit. We'll actually reroute it. Make sure what we wanted to happen. Or the World Trade Center bombing people like actually try to knock the building down. That'd be actually crazy if that could have worked. If that had worked, the World Trade Center bombing, like knock down the entire building, that would be insane. That'd be crazy. I'm sure it could happen, right? How big are these foundations of these giant-ass buildings? They gotta be huge. You gotta have, like, steel or something, pilings going, like, hundreds of feet into the ground. I'm gonna look that up, actually. How big are skyscraper foundations, guys? Well, let's do a little bit of architecture here. Talking too much about politics. How big are skyscraper foundations? Let's see. 20 to 50 meters deep? That doesn't feel like enough. That does not feel like enough at all. Let's see. The Burj Khalifa, how big is this? Okay, go back. Fucking click this. 164 feet below ground. That's crazy. That's not that much. The Freedom Tower is only 150 feet below ground. That seems not right, dude. Interesting. The Taipei Tower is 262 feet below ground. It doesn't feel like, if you look at the scale, it's really not fucking big. It's interesting. But I guess buildings don't topple over. I guess they are big enough to where they don't have to. I don't know, guys. I'm not an architect. I've never done any structural engineering thing at all. I remember in college, some of my friends, I think, had to do that. My friend who's a mechanical engineer, I believe, had to do that. Or like maybe the civil engineers, you build like a bridge. That's like a popular college thing. You build a bridge out of like toothpicks, and it has to like support the weight of a human being. And then everyone's collapses. Did I tell you about the time we had to build a Rube Goldberg machine in college? I don't know if I told you guys about that. I took a robotics class, Introduction to Robotics. And the first project, the first week of school was, he basically made it was like the hardest project, the most work you ever had to do, to weed out kids who weren't going to be invested enough to take the class. It was a project just to weed kids out from taking it. And you had to build a Rube Goldberg machine, which you've all heard. You all know what it is if you look it up, if you don't know. It's like one of those contraptions where like a ball falls into like a ramp, it goes up into a thing. And I think this one had to have 3 separate components. And I forget one of them. I think like the ball, it was like you basically had to make a golf ball go from like a certain spot to another spot. And the end project was like, we're all going to connect our Rube Goldberg machines together and try to get the ball all the way to the end. And it fails. It doesn't work because, you know, someone messes up. I mean, we all messed up a little bit. But our project was fucking cool, dude. It was a great Rube Goldberg machine. Me and my group, who was, I forget how we formed, but I like those guys. I haven't talked to them in a while. They were my friends at the time. I would call them still my friends, even though I haven't spoken to them in a long time. We made a really fun, I'm going to say exactly what happened. I think the ball dropped in the chute. It went to a, like, seesaw. Oh, yeah. Wait. Yeah. Okay, the ball dropped in a chute, and then, like, it hit something as it went by, and that caused, like, marbles to start spilling into one end of the seesaw. So then the ball got in one end of the seesaw, the marbles would fill in there, and then it would fall, causing the ball to go up to another platform. The ball would go around this ramp. On its way down the ramp, it would hit a little car. The car would go flying down. The ball would go into, like, this elevator thing. The car would go flying down. It would knock over this, like, support that was holding this water bottle that, like, held up the elevator. So then the elevator went up. The ball went through the slot into a mouse trap. We had a mouse trap, which this was the most finicky part. There was 2 finicky parts, the elevator part and the mouse trap part. The ball would go into the mouse trap. It would knock over this other marble that was supposed to set the mouse trap off. That didn't work consistently. And the mouse trap would throw the ball to the end of our project, and then it would pop out the hole. And it worked a bunch of times. It worked pretty well. I would say it worked like 50% of the times without any like intervention. And I remember we like were being graded on it, and we didn't realize that like if anything falls, it was like on a plank of wood you had to build it. And if anything fell off our plank of wood, we would get like minus a lot of points. And so all of our marbles at one point just fell off, and the guy was like, yeah, this is fucking, it's like minus 1,000,000 points. And we're like, fuck, dude. I think we got like a 70 on the first project, which our thing was amazing just because our marbles fell off. And we're like, bro, we didn't even know that. And he's like, I feel bad. You guys made a really cool thing. We're like, yeah, fuck, man. Anyway, I just described the Rube Goldberg machine. I have a video of it. I don't know if I can. I don't know how I'm gonna put it on here. It's for the visual listeners. Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was a very fun time, but it was a lot. It was like every day of the first week of school, just meeting and building this shit. And then that class, dude, there was the rest of the year. I mean, it was right to weed people out because it was like we would have to work for days. So much work, but it was fun. It was a fun class. One of my favorite classes. Anyway, what the hell am I talking about right now? Oh, DaBaby. I don't know how I got that. Something about skyscrapers. Oh, we went. It's amazing how you trace your conversation back. We went from DaBaby saving someone on the bus to terrorists not saving the Capitol building to skyscrapers to Rube Goldberg machine. Yeah, so DaBaby, can't wait to see what you make next. Maybe a Charlie Kirk. Maybe you'll stand in front of him before he gets shot. Maybe that. Maybe someone will make that video. Who knows? But yeah, that's that. Nepal is having a coup. Nepal has overthrown their government, I believe. Nepal, home of Mount Everest. Nepal, home of the tiger. Nepal is a very interesting country. It's a very unique situated place. I've known one guy from Nepal, my friend in high school. His name is Safal from Nepal. And he's the only person I know who cheated on me on a test and got a higher score than me because he changed one answer, and that was the only one I got wrong. And fuck him for that, but also he's my friend, so I don't really care. But also, fuck you, Safal. Just want you to know. He knows. He knows fuck him, but fuck him. Nepal revolution. Let's see what's going on with Nepal. Did Nepal just have a revolution? I can't even speak English. Let's see. It may be too soon to say whether the events of the past week in Nepal, the poor but rapidly developing Himalayan nation of 30 million. That's a lot of people. Nepal is 30 million people? I did not know that at all. Isn't that how much like Australia has? What the fuck? How many people are Australia populate? I think Canada has. Let's check Canada. Canada population, 40 million? Oh, shit. Australia population, I think it's like 60. Oh, dude, Nepal has more people than Australia? Nepal is so small. What the fuck? Nepal population. Yeah, Nepal has more people than Australia, dude. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's actually ridiculous. Where's the thing? Will amount to genuine revolution. What is certain is that much of the national government's physical infrastructure in Kathmandu, including the parliament building, prime minister's office, and other key ministries, and the Supreme Court now lies in charred ruins. The prime minister died. No, the prime minister didn't die, sorry. 70 people died. I thought they killed his wife. Didn't they kill the prime minister's wife? Nepal prime minister wife. Let's see. Did she die? Wife of ex-Nepali PM burned alive. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus fucking Christ. I guess the guy... I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening, brother. I don't know. I'm not going to get into the intricacies of Nepalese politics. I don't know. I've always kind of wanted to go to Nepal. Obviously, people go there for Everest, which I don't think I'll ever do. But, like, they have cool, like, wildlife, too. They have, like, tigers, too. There's one of the, you go to India for tigers or Nepal or kind of, like, around the surrounding area. So they have cool tigers. Yeah. I'll say good for them. I don't know what the revolution's for. I'm sure it's just some anti-government. There's 30 million people in this small country. I'm sure things not great over there. I'm sure shit is not going too hot in Nepal. But, good for them. We always like to see. I will always encourage a revolution, guys. I'll always encourage it. If the people want what they want, I hope they get it. I hope they try to get it, at least. So we'll see what happens. I think it's important for countries to be revolting when they feel things are unjust. Keeps leaders on your you never want your political leaders to be comfortable. You never want them to be just like, I have a firm grasp on my people. You want them to be like, I'm scared of you guys. I serve you and I better do a good job or else you're going to fucking kill me. And I don't think that's the case right now in this country. But maybe in Nepal it will be. So we'll see what happens. But some of these small countries, dude, there's just so many people. I don't even know how it can get better or like how quickly it can get better. How can like Bangladesh, which is such a high population density in that country, how is it going to work? There's so many people. I don't get when we're saying we have an underpopulation problem. Yeah, maybe some places, but we have so many fucking people on this planet, guys. So many fucking people, dude. Oh my god. Elon Musk, stop having kids, bro. Stop fucking random people on Twitter. Stop being weird, bro. He probably has 5 more kids we don't even know about. He probably has 5 more kids. My god. What a fucking guy. I think we're going to have a serious overpopulation problem very soon, actually, because of AI taking everyone's job. I think that's how it's going to be. And, it's not great. I'm going to be honest. It's not fucking great. Whatever, guys. I don't whatever. This has been a period in this podcast where my head starts to feel weird after like 30 minutes. I feel like I don't know what's going on with me. Anyway, Nepal. Good for you, Nepal. Have fun. By the way, guys, I am going on vacation this next week. I am not going to be making another episode next week because I just go on vacation every day now. Every second of my life is a vacation, and it's pretty amazing. I can't complain about this. I made a fake complaint to my friend yesterday, and he reacted. It's just like, when you take this many vacations, it kind of becomes not a vacation anymore. It's tiring to pack and go through it all. Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, that sounds real horrible, bro. See, I'm going on vacation. I'm not going to tell you guys where, but I will be in range of Donald Trump's drug drone missiles. Drug blowing up drone missiles. So if he kills me, it's because my cruise ship was full of cocaine and fentanyl coming to kill people. That's the excuse. We had reason to believe the cruise ship was entirely filled with fentanyl, therefore we killed all 3,000 people on board. And I'll say, you know what? You're right, dude. My bed was made of fentanyl. You were right, Donald Trump. You are a savior, and I love you. I would love to have your kids, Donald Trump. I will transition to a woman for you. Hank Green says, or he doesn't say this, other people said it, but he's the one that showed me this. People who run marathons get cancer at a higher rate than other people, which is interesting. People who run marathon, let's get marathon runners cancer. So there's been studies done. Groundbreaking Innova study finds potential link between long distance running and colon cancer. And as someone with no medical background at all, I feel like this kind of makes sense, dude. Maybe the running, like, your colon's kind of down below, right? It's maybe like as you run, shit just gets pushed into your colon. This is such like a schoolyard science. As you run and jiggle your body, shit gets pushed into your colon and causes cancer to happen in your colon. That makes sense to me, guys. I'm going to be honest. That makes sense to me. They're called ultra marathoners. I don't know what an ultra marathoner is. What is an ultra marathoner? Someone who runs. So maybe if you run marathons, you're fine. What is an ultra marathon? Let's see. Is a running race longer than the traditional marathon distance? What? Who does this? 100 miles? Oh shit, that's crazy. People do a 100-mile marathon? That's crazy. All right. Yeah, so ultra-marathoner. So if you're a regular runner, I don't think you have to worry about this, but people who... And it seems like a pretty credible link. I'm not going to read the statistics at all, but it seemed like it was very, like... I think they did multiple rounds, and it was like, yeah, these people have a higher rate of colon cancer, which is interesting. Very interesting. So if I don't need I don't need any excuse not to work out. But guys, listen, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna cancel my gym membership. I don't want to get cancer. I am gonna cancel that because I am not getting fucking cancer, dude. I ain't getting a smidgen of cancer. Yeah, I actually have always kind of wanted to try to run a marathon, even though I don't really want to at all. Running doesn't interest me that much, and I like the way it feels in your lungs. It's like a nice, burning sensation, which I haven't had in a while. I'm going to be honest, I haven't ran in, dude, I'm going to be honest, probably like a year. When is the last time my lungs have been on fire? That's a good question. The last time I went to Pound Town? No. Maybe, actually, I don't know. I think it does happen that sometimes like that. Bro, I cannot speak English today. What the fuck? I'm sorry, guys. You guys deserve better than this. You're paying good money for this podcast. You guys pay top-notch dollar for this, and I just give you I should just learn Spanish or something. It's easier to slur your words. Yeah, I could speak like Bad Bunny on the podcast. Say, and you'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So funny. One of the best jokes I've heard at an open mic was about Bad Bunny's voice, but I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because it's that guy's joke, and I forgot his name. I don't think I knew his name ever. It was a great joke, and I thought it was undeserving of the lack of laughter it got. I thought it was a great joke. I hope I hear it again. But yeah, no, I that's what I sound like. What am I fucking talking about? I don't even know. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, the colon marathoners? Yeah. So, yeah, guys, stop running, guys. Be a couch potato like me. No, I go to the gym. And I'm trying to gain weight, actually, guys. Have I said this? I'm trying to gain weight a little bit. I'm trying to put on a little bit more muscle and then lose the muscle. The muscle. Muscle is such a hard word for foreigners to say because it looks like muscle. They just say muscle. It's like, no, it's muscle. Yeah, I'm trying to gain a little bit of weight. I'm trying to see if I can increase my strength a little bit. I'm trying to eat more and eat a dinner with a good amount of protein every night, which is just something I used to not really do, eat a good dinner. I used to just eat a big lunch and that was it. And I don't weigh myself. I just know I'm eating more calories and nothing else is changing in my life, so I theoretically should be gaining weight, but I'm not sure if I really am. I kind of have this thing where like I can eat I'm just the same weight even if I lose or fuck, Jesus Christ. I'm the same weight even if I eat less or more calories. I feel like there's like a plus or minus 500 calorie range where I'm just like the same weight and I don't gain weight. So I think I'm the same, but you know, hopefully I gain a little bit. I'm trying to, maybe I'd gain like 5 or 10 pounds and then lose it. You gain the muscle and you shed the fat. That's how it goes. It's called bulking and slimming down, as they say in the fitness industry. So I hope, I would assume right now I'm like 165, 170. Maybe I get to 180. That'd be the heaviest I've ever been. That'd be the heaviest I'd ever been. And maybe I look a little fat. And it's risky because I have my friend's wedding coming up and I already got fitted for my suit. And if I'm too fat for that, that's going to suck, but I'm going to be muscular, so it won't matter. Everyone's going to be like, hey, you're too fat for the suit. I'm going to be like, hey, how about I punch you in the fucking face? How about I beat you up, Grams? Scram, Gram. That's a great insult for a grandma. Any grandmas attacking you? Scram, Gram. Scram. Scram, Gram. All right, this is a fun news story. 15-year-old girl remains found in singer David's car. Not sure who the fuck David is, I'm going to be honest. D4VD, David. Let me see, what is his number one song? He's 20 years old, bro. What the fuck? This guy looks old as shit. This guy looks like he's 30. David, Billboard. Let's see has he got any songs in the Billboard Hot 100 or no? We don't know why he has a 15-year-old girl in his car. No clue. David, I don't know. I can't see his charts. Let's click there's all charts. No, that's not. How do I look? I don't know. I think I need like a fucking... Why is Billboard reporting body found in David's car? Might identified as missing 15-year-old girl. Dude, who is this fucking guy? Let's see. I just want to see... Making music. Singles, Here With Me, Romantic Homicide. I don't know this fucking guy. Let's see his discography. Where the fuck is the... Okay, wait. Billboard Hot 100. Including his third single to chart in the Billboard Hot 100. Okay, so I don't think he's... This guy's a random dude. This guy's a fucking bum. Oh, he's born in Queens. Maybe he's born... He's born where I am. Let's see. Born in Queens, New York City. Family moved to Houston. I don't know where he's born. Maybe he went to school with me. I don't even know. Maybe fucking... I don't know this guy. He has a cool signature. But anyway, yeah, he... I'm just like hyping him up. I'm like, oh, this guy's so cool. 15-year-old girl found in his trunk of his car, which was impounded somewhere. I don't know the whole story, guys. I don't even know if he knows there's a 15-year-old girl in his trunk. It's probably his. He probably kills 15-year-old girls for fun. He's probably some weird pedophile guy. Shit, that was weird. That was annoying. Probably all that. At this point, guys, this is the least weird news story of the week. Yeah, 15-year-old girls are easy prey, guys. If you're a pedophile and you're a cool singer, I'll just say that. As horrible as it is, you know, if you're a horrible person, kids are easy prey. Not trying to get anyone ideas, but if you are a horrible person, kids are probably the easiest prey to get. Rest in peace to her. I don't know anything about how she died. I don't know any of the situation, but you know, young adult men who become famous and get like all these people throwing themselves at them, they are on a one-way ticket to shit going wrong in their life. They are fucking at risk of hurting other people because they're going to be so reckless. So, you know, hopefully that gets sorted out. But I'm not listening to any of your songs. I'm taking a stance right now. I'm not listening to any David songs. D4VD. That sounds like some like DVD sale. at FYE, For Your Entertainment. You guys ever go to that store, FYE? I don't think that exists anymore because it was like a Blockbuster kind of thing. For Your Entertainment, FYE. I think we called it. Fi. Interesting store. And they had some cool stuff. There used to be one by my parents' house. We used to go there all the time. And I forget what I'd buy there, but they had some cool stuff. And then it's gone because no one goes to that kind of stuff anymore. That's a store that belongs in a mall, and everyone knows malls don't exist because they're stupid. All right. Rock skipping cheating scandal at the rock skipping championship somewhere. Let's look it up. The cheating scandal is that this is stupid. Cheating scandal rocks stone skipping world. Stone skimming, sorry, not skipping. It's just what, skimming or skipping? It's the same thing. Cheating scandal that people were carving their own rocks, which apparently is illegal. You have to find the right rock, which to me doesn't make sense. I feel like you would want everyone to have the same rock, and then it would be about the technique. I remember we used to, what was that thing? My dad bought when we were younger these it was like a Nerf, but it was a Nerf. It was like a skipping toy thing that was perfectly cylindrical or circular and shapen so that you can skip it well. And we used to play with those, and we lost a bunch of them. Like that kind of thing. That should be the at the championship. You should use that. Because if it's just, then it's about the rock that you find. It's about just finding rocks. Then it's, instead of becoming a skimming championship, it becomes like rock finding championship. And so people were carving their own rocks to make them more smooth, and that's illegal apparently. And they were like, fuck you, you're cheating. But that doesn't seem, that's like in baseball if everyone had to make their own baseball pitcher to make their own, but what the fuck is that? That makes no sense. The quarterback, Tom Brady, had to make his own football? Yeah, he did before, yeah. Deflate gate. So I'm on the carver side. I think that's stupid, and you should all be given the same rocks that have been polished perfectly and the same side. These people also, the stone skippers, bro, they skip it 30 times. They're fucking amazing. I can skip it 3 times and then it's over. Maybe I don't have good rocks too, but dude, I don't know what it is. Maybe you have to spin it more. I'm a piss poor stone skipper, I guess. I feel like my max has been 4, and I'm like, nice. Stone skipping is such a romantic thing to do. It's such a thing to do when your wife dies and you're a lonely guy filming a music video for your dad rock band, and you have a flashback of her while you're skipping rocks in the ocean, and she comes to touch your arm. You're like, oh, was that her? You start sobbing while you throw rocks. That's crazy. That's going to be my life one day. My wife dies of colon cancer because she's an ultra marathon runner. And I can't say no because I don't want her to get fat. So I have to support her career, and she's going to die, and I'm going to be very sad. And I'll be a single father raising kids, and they're going to hate me because they're going to blame it on me for some reason, even though why would I have given my mom colon cancer? Or my wife. Boy, I was going to say a sentence right after that was going to be not good if that was my mom. I was going to say it's because we did a lot of butt stuff, and I gave her... Who the fuck let this guy have a mic? Guys, podcast equipment should be more expensive. Guys, podcast equipment should be so expensive. Guess what, guys? I could still buy it. Guess what, guys? I'm rich. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, but I would still buy it. Because, or you know what? I wouldn't even need to buy it. I just literally talk into my phone. Who the fuck? The hell cares about the audio here? You guys just care about me talking, not about the... All right, guys, I have next on this list, I have that I'm going to read one Reddit Am I the Asshole thing. I'm going to read one, and I'm just curious to see how it goes. Or Trump extends TikTok deadline avoiding ban. Bro, yeah, okay. How about you just never ban it? Let's see, Am I the Asshole? Because I'm excited. I'm excited for this. Let me see. I just got to make sure one's... Okay, here we go. First one that popped up. 6 years ago. What the fuck? Oh, I think I have controversial all time. You know what? We'll read it. 6 years ago. Am I the asshole for making my children pay for their own portion of our family vacation? Yes. We have been planning on going on vacation to Cuba for the Christmas holidays for the weekend. God damn it, I want to go to Cuba. Say hi to my relatives. It's pretty pricey during the Christmas holidays, but that's the only time we can go. We have 3 children, 20 F, 15 male, and 12 female, who we are making them pay for their own ticket and part of the hotel since you wouldn't be financially stable enough to pay for 5 plane tickets and such. What the fuck, dude? A 12-year-old? Hey, go get a fucking job. We gotta go to Cuba. Go get a fucking job and go. How much is this? Thousands of dollars? My 12-year-old daughter has been complaining that since the other 2 have jobs and she doesn't, that it's not fair. However, we've decided to stick firm with it and be equal to all of them. The other option is if they don't want to pay is staying at grandma. She has savings which are enough to cover the vacation, but she also wants to save up for a phone. My other 2 children aren't happy that they have to pay for their own, but they're willing since we've been going to Cuba. I think this is... Listen, I get your perspective. Am I the asshole for making them pay? I feel like most families don't make their children pay for their own tickets. But since we all really want to go, my wife thinks it's the best option. My 12-year-old daughter, almost 13, is going to grade 8, and she has worked at her business a couple times a year for me, which I would pay her. What do you mean would pay her? Do you pay her or not? Listen, I am in the unique experience where I'm going, not to Cuba, because they don't allow dirty Americans there. They don't allow disgusting, dirty, filthy Americans. I'm going to a vacation to the Caribbean, and it's being paid for, and I'm 27. So, I'm going to, of course, be against this. 12 is ridiculous. Listen, I get, at a certain point, not paying for your kids for a vacation. I understand that, but I think also, at a certain point, if you're going on a vacation with your family, like, it's kind of your job to it's your family vacation. You're the provider for your family. Because when I book a vacation for myself that I'm paying, I choose drastically different things than my father or mother would if they went on vacation. So you're booking this trip, and a 12-year-old's ridiculous. It's more about the 20-year-old. 12-year-old's ridiculous. You should pay for them. If you want the 20-year-old to... I get the even thing, but your kids are so wildly different in age. I think you and your wife... This already happened 6 years ago, but him and the wife should go on the vacation without the kids in the first place. But a 12-year-old to pay for their own probably hundreds or thousands of dollars. Yeah, they want to save up for stuff. They're going to feel bad that they missed the whole vacation because you forced them to not have money. I don't know if I would call them the asshole, but they're fucking like... Okay, let's read the comments. I want to see what people think. You're the asshole. I've never heard of a 12-year-old paying for their own family vacation in my life. Also, we wouldn't be financially stable enough to pay for 5 plane tickets and such. Maybe that's a sign that you can't afford a vacation and should skip it this year. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Why are you planning a vacation to Cuba and you have no money? I see. That is... Just the idea that you're going to go on vacation and, like, blackmail your 12-year-old into paying... 12 is a ridiculous age. How much money did I have at 12? I'm from a well-to-do family. Like, money that I could spend, probably a few $100s, I don't know. I think I had like a savings account that was like, but they wouldn't let me touch that to go to Cuba. If they gave me access to my savings account to buy shit, I would have just blown it on like Bakugan or something. Do not let your kids waste money on something they're saving for. That's important financial education as well. Yeah, that's ridiculous. And I don't know if they went on a vacation, but even that's like the type of parents who also like kick their kid out at 18, which I've always thought is ridiculous. Like, oh, we raised you. All right, time to get a new house. Like, what the fuck? What is this? Like, what is this life? You're. I don't know. I've been always raised with like, you have kids, you should do everything in your power to make sure they're successful in this world. Because number one, if they are, that's even better for you because they can take care of you if you fall in hard times. Let's say you get old, you need like care, you don't have enough money anymore. Your kids are successful because you gave them all the opportunity to be successful. If you kick your kid out at 18, they're going to resent you. It's going to be harder for them to be successful. And they may they may become a bum just like you, and then you're all screwed. That's how you build generational wealth, by setting your kids up for more success than you had, or arguably more success. So, I don't know. I don't know what's with these parents. I don't know who books a vacation they can't afford all their kids to go to. Unless you want to go just like my parents go on vacation, just them two all the time. Good, like, great. Well, I mean, I think it's also weird to sometimes have a vacation with 2 adults and then one of your kids. Like, it's not weird, but it's if you want to have a couple's vacation, you want to have a couple's vacation. Yeah. Also, my parents have gone on like little trips, and I stayed at my grandma's house. We had a blast, bro. Me and grandma and my siblings and my aunts, bro. We had a great time. Had a blast. So that's also fun, I'm just thinking of this analogous situation. Like, my grandma is from Cuba, so if she found out everyone's going to Cuba and we're leaving me behind while she's not also going to Cuba, she'd be like, what the fuck? I want to go back to Cuba. Cuba. Yeah, so they are the asshole. That was fun, guys. Wasn't that fun? Wasn't that a little short, little sweet kind of thing? I'm not going to do another one, but that was cool. Man robs Disney Springs restaurant dressed in scuba gear. Apparently a guy robbed a... Disney Springs is, not Disney World. It's like a little, like, town. It's a fake town they made that's, like, touristy. They have, like, restaurants and stuff. It's kind of fun to go to, whatever. It's cool. They have, like, shops and stuff. Apparently a guy came out of a lake, robbed this restaurant in scuba gear, and then just went back into the fucking lake. Scuba gear, Disney Springs. Let's see. Disney Springs. Let's see. Let's see this one. Man in scuba gear suspected of robbing Disney Springs restaurants. Photos shared by authorities show the man in wetsuit, gloves, goggles, what appear to be a scuba diving hood over his face. He stole a lot of money. I mean, these Disney places make so much money. I didn't know they had that much cash, though. Honestly, cashless society will make stealing things so much less rewarding. It's gonna make, like, robberies at jewelry stores and stuff so much more common because that's, like, the most... Like, those are the smallest things you can steal that are worth the most, you know what I mean? Or like a pawn shop, they have gold or something, because, you know, you can't really rob a register that has no money if it's all electronic. But you're gonna rob a gas station and steal Pringles? Like, that's not anything. So I don't even know what else, like an electronic store maybe? It's still... Electronics are big. Jewelry is like, you can buy a pair of earrings for... Could be worth $100,000, right? Paddlefish is a seafood restaurant, a modern steamboat. I think I've seen that one. Where does the thing? The guy is spray painting the security cameras wearing his fucking goggles. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. He's apparently stole a lot of money. And they say he came in from the lake, which is actually such a cool way to enter a... This is so much work just to steal money from a Disney restaurant. You're like undercover in a lake in scuba gear. But hey, it worked. They're never going to find this guy. Never going to find this guy. There's no fucking indication of who he is. He's wearing gloves. He's wearing coverings over everything. No fingerprints. Nothing. You're never going to find this guy. No chance. And he got $10,000 or $20,000. A pretty good haul for a Disney restaurant. I'm amazed Disney restaurant has $20,000 in cash on hand. That's amazing. Maybe he stole someone's pin collection. Maybe that's what it was. He stole someone's vintage Disney ears that a Disney adult would pay thousands of dollars for. Alright guys, this is going to be close to the end of the episode. We're going to talk about my love life, which is, guys, it's on the up and up. Could be on the up. We'll see, guys. We don't like to jinx things. I saw there was a video I saw of a girl going to, I was going to make fun of it, I'm not sure, I might still, a girl going to like a cafe, and she's like, going to a cafe so that guys will come up to me, and she's just drinking like a matcha latte and reading a book. And I'm like, bro, no one's going to come up to you doing that. That is like the least inviting scenario of a guy coming up to you. I would think if I came up to a girl reading a book at a cafe that she'd be like, get the fuck away from me, I'm reading this goddamn book. You disgusting man. And so yeah, that's not going to work out for you. And someone in the comments of that video, I think, suggested a really good idea, which is, we're not good, but it's like, instead of going out and just like assuming people know to come up with you, we invent a system. It's not my idea, guys. We invent a system where you wear like a certain colored pin to denote if you want someone to come up to you. If you're open to being approached. And I don't know the downside. The downsides of that is that if you get approached by somebody you don't want to approach you, then you can't be like, I have a boyfriend. You got to be like, I don't like you. I'm open to being approached. You disgust me. Which happens a lot, I guess. I don't know. But that would make people getting approached happen way more frequently. Let's be real. That would be a thing. And it'd be nice to have a shirt that'd be like, I want you to approach me. That could work. I'm going to be honest, that could work. And I would be interested to see if that happens in real life. I feel like I could make that shirt and like try it one day. Just like a social experiment. Be like, I want you to approach me. Please talk to me. I'm single and I want you to approach me. It would work more for women, not for me, you know. But it could. Yeah, I think it would. Actually, I think I might make that shirt right after this and try it out. I wish I had that for my cruise. Fuck, that'd be so cool. Yeah, but anyway. So I think you need to like open the invitation for someone to talk to you. I think that's how these things work. I think that's how you're gonna get the real. That's how you're gonna get the real conversions. Because people say they want someone to approach them in the wild. That's their romantic. People are always complaining about like. Why is there a hair on my foot? What the fuck? Sorry, it was distracting me. People complaining about like how they don't want to be the stories that they met on a dating app. They don't want that to be their story, their life. They don't want that to be their love life. But also, like, is meeting someone at a bar really that cool? Like, that's not that much cooler than meeting at a dating app in my mind. just two drunk people like, hey, what you drinking? Yeah, buy a drink. That's not a cool story. A cool story is like you were both on a hike and one of you fell down a ravine and the other one saved you and you fell in love. That's a cool story. Cool story is that you were playing tennis and you hit the ball over and it hit her in the face and she fell down. Why am I making the injury a part of the story all the time? Someone has to die for it to be a cool story. The cool story is like you were walking in the hall and your books fell and you both picked them up. A cool story is my brother who took Portuguese classes with a fine young lady. She was his tutor for 2 years and they fell in love after that. That's a cool story. That's a great story. Not meeting at a bar. So, you know, whatever. You want to meet someone in person, cool, but I don't think it's that much cooler than finding someone in a dating app, whatever. I don't really care. Someone might. That's a popular prompt for the ladies, by the way. Making up a story of how we met or make up a fake story about how we met. I've been seeing a lot of girls repeating prompts lately, and I don't know who's feeding them, but I don't like when people repeat prompts. It shows me lack of creativity. Not a fan of that. With that being said, most girls have like one sentence that's not creative at all anyway, so, you know, it is what it is. Maybe it's more creative that you went through all the effort to copy someone else than it is to just write one sentence. But whatever. Whatever, guys. It is what it is, yeah. Alright, what else? Oh. Yeah, well, we'll end with this. This is me ranting. I was supposed to go on a date with someone last week and she canceled. And in my mind, I was like, oh, she's canceling because she doesn't want to go out with me, which is fine. It was a little flaky from the beginning. I think I talked about this. I talked about this last week, yeah. It's a little flaky. And I was like, okay, this is probably not going to happen, you know, whatever. But she was like, let's reschedule for next week. And I was like, all right, I'll hit you up at the end of the week so we can reschedule. You know, whatever. I'm willing to reschedule. You know, it's not like I'm dying to go on a date with someone, but if I had the time, I would reschedule. So I hit them up, and they were like, oh, hey, what's up? And they were giving me very bland answers. And I was like, hey, are you free, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, no, I have plans that day. That was the whole text. No, I have plans that. I asked them how their weekend was. They were like, oh, it was good. That was the sentence. And I was like, all right, I'll go fucking kill myself. I was like, hey, you free tomorrow? He's like, no, I have plans. Okay, why did you respond in the first place, bro? We didn't speak to each other for a week. Just don't respond. Obviously, you don't want to go out on a date with me. I was contemplating not answering because I was like, this is bullshit. But I just sent a text and said, what did I say? I said something like, I said something snarky. I was like, are you trying to get rid of me because you're doing a really good job at it? And she hasn't responded. She's not going to respond to that, which I thought was funny and it entertained me. But like, my point is, you planned something a week ago, right? You cancel it because you're busy at work, whatever. That's not a real excuse, or it is a real excuse, but it was a lie, whatever. And then you replan something. You know, you at that point didn't have to reschedule. You didn't have to say to reschedule, but whatever. You don't have to respond to my text if I text you after a week. Just don't answer. Just ghost me, bro. Just be an adult. Be like, this is like 17-year-old kid fucking behavior. It just annoys me, bro. Like, and then make it seem like I'm the bad guy. Like, I text you and you answer me, and I'm like, okay, you want to go on there? You just give me horrible answers. Like, no shit, you don't want to go on a date with me, which is fine, but why am I the one that just tell me or don't answer? How about just don't answer so I will know, obviously? Fucking just annoying, dude. People are so fucking immature. That annoys the shit out of me. It's just a waste of my time. I'm not heartbroken, right? I don't know this person, never met them. Never met him before in my life. But it's just like a waste of my time. It's just annoying. It's just fucking annoying. It just pisses people off. So, you know, whatever. I've plenty of times I've like organized a date with someone. I'm like, I don't actually want to go on that date. And I'll just be like, I don't want to go on a date with you. Sorry, I gotta cancel. And then whatever. They get the hint a lot of times. But I'm not just gonna like lead them on. Like, I'm not just gonna like keep saying bland things until they like dry up like a cactus and wither away. It's just weird, bro. It's just fucking weird. You don't have to answer these things. I don't know, man. Whatever. This is annoying. Just people annoy me. I think when you go on too many dates, just people start to fucking annoy you. You go, this motherfucker. This motherfucker. Anyway, guys. That's it for this episode. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all so much. You're all so beautiful, amazing. You are all, guys, it's going to be okay. I want to be clear. Based on what I said at the beginning of this episode. Sorry. As I cry in my eyes. It's going to be okay. The people, just think of all your friends, all the people you know. Everyone's mostly good people. I know very few bad people, right? I would wager that's how everyone feels about the people in their life. They're like, most of the people around me are good. Some people have really shitty situations, but I'm around good people. And they're still going to be around. They're around. They don't change based on the state of politics. You know, people are still good, and we all kind of have this common goal in life to just be happy. So I think that will power through whatever happens. But things are not looking good. And if there's a civil war, you guys are going to hope you're on my side, because we're going to... I don't want to kill people, but we're going to kill some motherfucker. No. Yeah, it's not looking good. So maybe AI will save us. Maybe AI might be our savior. And if that's the way it is, then so be it. But yeah, that's the episode, guys. Let me give a nice thumbs up. Thumbs up, middle up, down. What is the thing with like, oh, is that the gladiator? Like, he does this and then he goes, and then you gotta kill the person? That's pretty cool. I don't know if that was real, but that's pretty cool. Peace.